everyone.
What's up guys, unofficial MCU here, hope you're all doing well, and in today's video, it's been long awaited, some first emerging plot details into the regards of with what Avengers Secret Wars may very well be about has recently been solidified and teased at by the directors, having confirmed some early story details that we might have all suspected for with what Avengers Secret Wars is going to contain with its 2027 release. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We of course are going to go ahead and we're going to hop right on into it, kind of break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing all types of Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Also, be sure to hit that little notification bell right next to it to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There is a lot of Marvel news to keep up with. It's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys updated with everything, not just that, but also break it down for you guys. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article as an overall garnering source. I'll have the article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Avengers Secret Wars directors, the Russo brothers, have recently taken to confirm early story details that we might have all suspected. The Russo brothers' return to the MCU and to Marvel Studios may be a bit controversial to some fans, but the first Avengers 6 plot details really aren't. The worst-kept secret has just been revealed about Marvel Studios' upcoming Avengers Secret Wars film. Initially announced in 2022, 2 years later at San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel Studios called an audible by confirming Russo Bros' return as director duos to both Avengers Secret Wars and Avengers Doomsday. Doomsday, of course, coming out in 2026. And on top of that, with Stephen McFeely also announced and confirmed to take over from Michael Waldron as the movie's writers. Of course, Stephen McFeely having both written and worked with the Russo brothers on Infinity War and Endgame. After giving fans two epic Captain America films, followed by Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, there was no doubt that the Russos were a safe choice to direct the next two Avengers films as well, especially given some of the shambles that Marvel Studios had unfortunately ran into. And while Avengers Doomsday is set to begin filming a little bit later this year, as soon as March, not much has actually been confirmed regarding Avengers Secret Wars, its follow-up, which is being released nearly 2 years away in 2027. And so, with a recent interview with Empire magazine, director Joe Russo had confirmed that the comic book run Secret Wars will be adapted as an MCU version of the iconic arc in Avengers Secret Wars. Russo had also admitted that initially they were trying to wrap their heads around certain Avengers ideas, but they just never found the story. The director had recalled calling his longtime collaborator, writer Stephen McFeely, asking him, "What do you think if we all go back and do Secret Wars?" To which McFeely had replied with, as Russo recalls, "F no." He reveals and solidifies more of that than there in quote, "I remember calling Steve and said, hey, crazy idea. What do you think if we go back and do Secret Wars? You talking to McFeely were like, F no, absolutely not, and then you hung up." Ending that quote right there. It's something kind of at that they never really wanted to come back around with. They wanted to be kind of done with Marvel Studios, it almost seems, with Avengers Endgame. However, the next morning, Russo received a call back from his old friend McFeely, who co-wrote every past Russo brothers movie in the MCU, saying that "I have an idea," in quote. And the next morning at 7:30, you called and were like, "Alright, I have an idea for Secret Wars." Ending that quote right there. Similar to past films sharing the same name as a Marvel Comics arc like Civil War or The Winter Soldier, the Russo bros have proven that they're experts at picking and choosing elements of the pages to create into live action and onto the screen. And that in itself is exactly what solidifies some of those plot details of Avengers Secret Wars and its MCU's adaptation onto the big screen. As it relates to the MCU's Avengers Secret Wars adaptation, it's unclear if it will be more faithful to the 1984 original run or the repopularized version in 2015 written by Jonathan Hickman. And if for anything, I would have to say the latter of that, the more recent one of 2015, as it had more implications to, well, for one, more current heroes, but for another, having the character of Doctor Doom and everything that goes on in Doomsday being kind of solidified or bounced off of into Secret Wars and that comic book run. And while many fans pointed to Hickman comic art with its multiverse collisions as well, incursions, and Doctor Doom as a central antagonist that's also going for it as the most likely inspiration, some wonder if elements from the original Secret Wars of 1984 also might be included, which very well probably will be. And based on the involvement of the Russo bros, McFeely McFeely and RDJ returning as Doctor Doom, which could be a costly mistake if at that, but that's a discussion for another time. The film will likely merge Hickman's complex, sci-fi heavy narrative with highlights from the original 1984 run, offering a unique cinematic take on Marvel's iconic crossover. Fans also may find it a bit unfortunate, but it is also kind of the way that the cookie may crumble, is seeing a similarity between Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, into the idea of that with whatever goes on in Avengers Doomsday, our heroes will undoubtedly, unfortunately, lose, setting things up for Avengers Secret Wars. It's kind of like it's already paved its way on its own because of Battleworld. Battleworld is a huge thing that goes on in the Avengers Secret Wars run, pretty much creating a world or a universe of all of the different incursions and pretty much all the different multiverses into one is what Doctor Doom is trying to go for. He's trying to be a hero similar to Thanos and trying to stop incursions essentially. And pruning as well from the TVA. The TVA is also something said to play a more significant role into the on-screen adaptation of the story of Avengers Secret Wars as well, unlike it does into the comic book counterparts. We'll definitely keep you guys updated with all of it here on the channel. It is all the more reason to grab that subscribe button if you haven't already. I am very excited for Avengers Doomsday firstly, and with what that is going to offer, and we'll undoubtedly find out more about that, especially as it kicks off its production and actual filming in just a couple of months. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well, I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Leave a like on today's video as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Stick around here on the channel, Unofficial MCU, by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel, almost on the daily. There's a lot of Marvel news and craziness that has been going on. That's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys all updated on all of it and explain it all. Also check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below or to the channel. Also use codes Team Iron Man or Team Cap in all caps, depending on what team you are a part of, to get 10% off of your order. I'll be updating and dropping new designs on a regular basis, so make sure you check it out. It can make a perfect gift for someone else or even for yourself. With whatever way you support the channel, I really deeply do appreciate it. Whether it's simply watching today's video or purchasing one of our products, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Peace out.